All right. Yo, what's good? Welcome to the 21st episode of the SlashMMR podcast. Man, we're back here again. Officially the first episode of 2025. Yeah, man. It's Happy New Year's, everyone. Hopefully you had a good Christmas. But yeah, it's 2025, man. 5 years since, COVID-19. Well, technically, that wasn't 2019, but the pandemic really started in 2020, 5 years ago. 5 years since a lot of things. But yeah, half a decade ago, 2020, man. It feels like yesterday. Time's been moving weird these past few years, but we're still out here, man. We're still out here doing our things, I guess. Everyone's lives keep moving on. Graduating high school, college, whatever, having a job or whatever people do nowadays. I don't even know, but we're still out here, man. And yeah, like I said, Happy New Year's, everyone. I didn't do anything too crazy. I was spending with the neighbors. We go to the neighbors every year for New Year, since 2021, I think. Yeah, we go to the neighbors every single year to celebrate it. So it's usually just chill with just they have two kids as well, so it's just the eight of us then. But this year we had another two people. We had visitors from America as well. So yeah, that was kind of strange, but they were also there anyways. It was just chill with our neighbors pretty much. We also always do like a little game every year and then just wait until midnight. It wasn't too crazy this year. Usually, like, there's a lot of drinking too, but this year it was very tame because last year my mom got very sick, so she didn't want to repeat that event again. So she didn't drink that much. No one really did drink a lot, so that was kind of lame, but it was still a good time. Um, Anyways, Christmas, man. Oh yeah, I should talk about what I got. I got a Nintendo Switch, right? Not just for myself, of course, the whole family. It's basically like a gift for the whole family. So of course we're all gonna use it. It's downstairs, attached to the TV. But yeah, man, I got a Nintendo Switch with. We also have the steering wheels, of course, from Mario Kart, and we also have Wii Sports as well, the game. So that's pretty cool, man. Uh, because we used to have a Wii U actually, and back like over 10 years ago, we used to play on the Wii. But then we sold it at some point, which was a huge L. Um, but now we have another sort of replacement, I guess. The Nintendo Switch with Mario Kart and Wii Sports. Man, I used to love Wii Sports. There's so much fun games on there. So I haven't actually played it yet. I did play Mario Kart, but not Wii Sports. Some other things I got a little kind of Snoop Dogg doll. I don't know why my parents bought me that, but it was literally like the Snoop Dogg Santa. Like it looks like the one from Fortnite. I don't know if it's actually based on that, but it's funny either way. I also got some pajamas. I'm getting to that age where you're actually getting clothes for fucking Christmas and stuff, and your birthday is like, oh well, thanks, another shirt, great gift. And also one other cool thing I got is I got some new light. Like it's kind of like it's very cool. Basically, it's just a light, and it's like it shows like the northern lights almost. It looks very weird, but you basically have like the sky is like projected onto your ceiling, and it's like cool colors and like there's stars. You even have like the moon. It's called the Aurora Northern Lights Projector. And it looks very cool. It's a very nice device. You also have like a remote with it, so you can control a lot of different things. So for when I go to bed, I can use that because I don't like sleeping in complete darkness. And I had like a different light that I used, but it was trash. Okay, like that light was garbage, bro. After a few years, it was kind of broken as well. So I was kind of in need of a second, not a second, but a new one. So that was a pretty good gift as well. And that was pretty much all I got for that. Of course, we in the Netherlands we also have a different holiday. It's kind of similar. Instead of Christmas, we have Sinterklaas, which is something that we celebrate actually in the beginning of December. I didn't mention it on the podcast last month. I did mention it last year though. But yeah, I didn't get anything for that. Usually we also celebrate that, but um, it's always on the 5th of December. Well, like I said, we didn't do anything for that this year because yeah, we just didn't feel like it. I mean, we were supposed to. Usually we do that just with the four of us, I mean Christmas too, but on Christmas we also have dinner with the family. But the gifts we also always just do with the four of us. My sister, my dad, and my mom. We just buy gifts for each other. On Sinterklaas, then on Christmas they always buy things for us instead, and we don't buy anything for the parents. But on Sinterklaas we always go shopping like the weekend or a weekend before it. We go shopping to the mall center together, and we just buy each other gifts. But because I had work on a Saturday, we couldn't go on that day, and then my parents didn't want to go on Sunday to buy gifts, so we kind of just skipped it because they were all too lazy to go shopping, which was fine honestly. Because usually it's just trash gifts anyways that you don't really need, and yeah, I mean, me and my sister have also kind of got into an age where it's like, we don't really need anything. Like when you're young, you always like want certain toys or something, but I always just ask for money, but they don't want to give me money. Like they're like, that's not a present. You need to give us actual things to buy you. So that's that. So yeah, once again, hopefully you guys also had a good Christmas, and good New Year. For me, it was decent. Um, and maybe it is not over yet for me actually, because usually like I said, we always get together with the whole family on Christmas. This year was a little different because my uncle and aunt actually went on vacation during Christmas, so they were in London actually. So they, of course, they weren't there at Christmas whenever we celebrated with our grandparents. So they wanted to reschedule it and to go have dinner together on the 10th, I think it was, sometime next week, with the whole family together. But my dad really did not want that, and honestly, I don't really feel like it either because we already just had Christmas, and we also go to our grandparents for New Year's Day. Okay, so on January 1st, we also went there, and then they were already back, so they were also there as well. So to then have another thing, basically like a delayed Christmas, I didn't really feel like it, but it's kind of unclear whether it's going to happen or not now because my dad didn't really properly say that he didn't want it. So, but maybe it will happen. Maybe I'm gonna have dinner next week with the whole family still, or maybe not. So we'll have to see how that goes. And yeah, also in the Netherlands we have 2 Christmas days. It's kind of unique. We're like the only country that has that. No other country has 2 Christmas days. So usually on the first we spend it with my dad's side, which is the family I was just talking about, and on the second day we usually spend it with my mom's side of the family. But this year we didn't do that either. The second day. Because my grandparents from my mom's side, they were in Spain at the time, so that also we also skipped that. So it's a bit of a different year than usual, man. Honestly, I didn't really have the holiday feeling this year. Maybe also because of my job as well, because I was just working. I wasn't working every day, but I did still work on the 24th until the 24th, and then also I went back to work yesterday on the 3rd. So we did have like a week and a day break, but still, I don't know, man. I just didn't really feel in the spirit this year, but hopefully next year will be better. Or I mean, this year already. Then 2025. Still a good time though. I enjoy my days off, but yeah, it's back to business now. Anyways, one other thing I want to talk about, man. Actually, I bought a $450 book. Okay, from Apple. It might be a silly purchase. And actually, I haven't heard anything back from it. I forgot to check because actually I bought it like over a month ago at this point, and it should have been shipping like a while ago, but I still haven't heard anything from it. Okay. Anyways, yeah, it's a book from Apple, right? I don't know if you guys keep up with Apple Music at all, but they actually released a top 100 best albums of all time list, music albums of all time, and they released it like early this year, and then they made like a very nice looking book with it. And they dropped it like a few months ago. And there's only like 1,500 copies of it. Like it's very exclusive, and every copy has like their own little number on it. So honestly, it's a bit of a waste. But I have like a lot of money now for my job. Like I have like 16,000 euros right now, and I really don't need. I don't really have any use for it. So I was like, fuck it, why not? And my dad is a big Apple fan. He also has the Apple. He also has Apple Music. Like all of us use Spotify. We've been using Spotify for years, but my dad switched to Apple Music. So I also kind of bought it for him. Well, like I'll give it to him as like a present, that book, and be like, yeah, we kind of like share like 50 ownership of that thing. Because like, I think it's cool too. It looks very cool, that book. And of course, I really like music as well. A lot of the albums on there are pretty great. But that list was not too good. I don't know if I talked about this on an episode before, because I did keep up with it a lot. But they had like Taylor Swift on like top 20. Like, come on, bro. And they had Beyonce on there like on 10th as well. And yeah, it was just not a best list ever, but it was still decent. I had some good picks, but yeah, a lot of things weren't that great. But anyways, yeah, I just want to mention that I spent $450 fucking dollars on a book. It was kind of diabolical. Anyways, man, next thing I want to talk about, of course, we just were talking about how it's 2025 now. And there's one thing that was supposed to happen in 2024 that didn't happen, okay? Playboi Carti, right, is one of the biggest artists in the world right now. And the whole year, he was teasing an album that he didn't drop, okay? And the Playboi Carti community is in shambles, okay? All the fans, like, have completely lost faith in him because it's actually been over 4 years now since Playboi Carti released his last album, which, you know, for some artists, like Frank Ocean, is not even that long of a time because Frank Ocean still hasn't dropped, and it's been 8 years since he did that. But yeah, Playboi Carti, he was supposed to drop like quite a while ago. He was supposed to drop like 2022. He's teasing something. So it's basically just this whole thing where Carti, you know, he just teases a lot of stuff and he always makes false promises. And then he just, nothing ever happens, okay? So his fan base is completely sick of him. And they were really hoping for an album this year because he actually teased it super hard. And like the whole thing was like 2024 music. There was like the whole thing with like this rollout here, and he even dropped a song called 2024. Like he dropped it as a single, 2024 on YouTube with a video, and the title of the album is supposed to be "I Am Music." It was like supposed to be in 2024. It was supposed to drop, right? "I Am Music," and he kept saying "Music 2024." Because I even talked about this on a few months ago, because on the podcast when he went on Aiden Ross's stream. And he basically just stood there for like 5 to 10 minutes. I think it was 5, literally like just 5 minutes, maybe not even 5. He just stood there and he was like not answering any questions. He was like very vague. And then he just like, he got paid like $2 million to be there and then he just left. You know, in that stream, like he was like, he didn't really do anything except say in the microphone, 2024 music. And then he didn't drop. He didn't even drop in 2024. Okay, so the Carti fans, like, it went absolutely insane, right? So people, instead of course, like I said, the album title was I Am Music. People got like I Am Liar trending on Twitter, and the outrage was crazy, bro. Like people were even doxing him and sending like pizza to his house or like and other stuff. I don't know if all of that really happened, but I did saw pictures of it. But it could have just been a fake address. I'm not sure. But yeah, people are really done with him. Like his whole subreddit, this is super like hating on him like crazy. People are unfollowing him. Like there was a mass event where a lot of people unfollowed him. So people are just tired of him giving false promises. Like I said, you know, the fans really want the music, and it's just been teased so much that they just can't wait anymore, bro. Like people are like, we don't even want it anymore. Just keep it, just throw it away. Like they really want people to just leak the whole album. And I actually saw something about that people they were going to give Carti another month to drop, else they were going to start leaking the project. So if that ever does happen, if somehow things are going to get leaked, we might never see an album from him again, or it might take another couple years. You know, but one thing that bothers me the most is that Playboi Carti did do a lot of singles. Actually, like he dropped hella singles this year, and also at the late 2023. Because like in like the last month of 2023, he dropped that song I was talking about in 2024. So it was really the whole rollout was just set up for, you know, this album is going to drop in 2024. There's going to be 2024 music. It's going to be lit, but he didn't do shit. And he did drop a couple singles, like I said, but none of them are on streaming services. They're all YouTube music videos. Okay. He did drop one single on Spotify, and it got 130 million fucking plays. So people really want his new album, bro. But like, there's just a couple songs, like the 2024 song I was talking about, and a few others. They're just not on Spotify, bro. Like, I want to listen to them easily. I don't want to have to go to YouTube for them. So that's my biggest issue with that. Like, bro, just drop them on fucking Spotify. That's all I really want to say about that, though. But yeah, the outrage has been insane, bro. Like, it went really viral on Twitter. And just Playboi Carti fans are just like so down bad. They were like, and they just keep having hope because, you know, it's usually nowadays, of course, due to, you know, streaming services, etc. It's usually people will drop an album on Friday. You know, on Friday it's like the usual day where people drop music. So people were like, okay, there's 3 Fridays left in 2024, bro. He still has a chance. And then there was only one. It was the 27th. And people were like, it's the last Friday, man. He has to drop now. It's gonna happen. And it was insane, bro. And then people were like, okay, he didn't drop. We're going to wait. He still has until the 31st. So some people were really waiting on the last day of 2024. And they really had faith that he was going to drop. Because Carti actually, his last album, Whole Lotta Red, he dropped that on Christmas Day, the 25th. So people have been kind of like expecting like a similar type of timing with this new album as well. around Christmas time, because that was really it was really like a present, like a Christmas gift to his fans. And yeah, I've been waiting on this album a long time too, because actually I remember in 2022 he also tweeted out something around Christmas time, and that's already 3 years ago now. Okay, well technically two, because yeah, 2 years and a couple weeks, but on Christmas Day on 2022 he said, "Hello Twitter." He tweeted that out, and then another tweet where he said, "Love all my supporters. It's time." Okay, it's time. He said on December 25th, 2022. And then he didn't drop. He didn't do anything. We're over 2 years later now, and there's still no album. So that's just, his fans have just been dealing with this stuff for years. I'm not even a hardcore fan, but even I'm getting annoyed. I still love his music though, but this is just, it's getting outrageous. It really is. And if we're not seeing an album in 2025, bro, like it is gonna be absolutely diabolical. But I mean, he has to drop this year, right? I mean, there's no way he delays it more and more. Man, it's just it's getting annoying, even for me. Like I said, and I'm not even a hardcore fan per se. I just want the music, bro, because it's so teased and it's so hyped up as well. Because Playboi Carti just keeps gaining listeners as well. He just keeps getting bigger and bigger while not even doing anything. Uh, but that's kind of funny, because he did also drop a song with The Weeknd named Timeless. You probably heard about that, because The Weeknd obviously is also huge. Also has an album coming up. I wonder if this single is going to be on it, but yeah, like I said, it's called Timeless with Playboi Carti, and it already has 400 million streams, almost 400 million streams, and it dropped in September. So in about 3 months, 400 million streams is quite a lot. Of course, he also had The Weeknd on it, of course, so that definitely helps. But he's really relevant, bro. He's really relevant, and if he actually drops that album, it's actually gonna explode. But people are losing patience, bro. People are losing patience. And also about that Timeless song, I saw a video. Apparently, he used AI on that, bro. So it might not even have been Cardi himself. It's pretty high chance that he actually just had someone else do that verse for him, and then he did like an AI filter to make it sound like himself. That's a real thing, bro. Like even Kanye West did it, but with Kanye West, it was really noticeable. With Playboi Carti here, I actually didn't even know, but I did see a video, like quote unquote exposing it. I didn't really thoroughly watch that, but it did seem pretty legit, the claim. So it might have just been AI, all right? And this is not even like that known. So that the fact that it could be AI, like no one is really talking about that. So that's kind of crazy as well. But that's all I really want to say about Playboi Carti, man. Like we need the album, bro. Next up, I want to talk about YouTube clickbait. Okay, this is just a quick little segment here because YouTube is apparently finally breaking down on clickbait. Okay, clickbait has been a huge thing in, of course, YouTube culture, but also in just in the internet culture, just all around. A lot of people clickbait, a lot of people get a lot of views just over nothing, basically, and just clickbaiting and making thumbnails that are unrealistic. But let me just read this for you real quick. YouTube indeed launched a massive clickbait crackdown. They have 3 new enforcement targets: misleading thumbnails, false promises and titles, and new/current events focus. And they're starting these rules in India and then starting to slowly roll them out globally. And here are 2 examples of things that they will not allow anymore. For example, a title saying the president resigned, where the video doesn't address the president's resignation. A thumbnail that says top political news on a video that doesn't include any news coverage. So that's just 2 examples. Of course, there's a lot of different ways you can clickbait, of course. That's just 2 examples. So let's say you say, $10 million prize for something, and then the winner gets nothing, or only like $10,000 or something. That's, of course, it falls under the same category. So clickbait has been a huge thing on YouTube for many, many years. Okay, I mean, I don't know when it really started officially. I mean, no one was clickbaiting in 2006. Okay, 2007 probably not either. I don't know when it really started becoming a real thing. It's kind of funny to think about, actually. Of course, I mean, in 2006, 2007, no one was fucking clickbaiting. But I mean, clickbait has been a thing for way longer than YouTube has existed. Of course, I mean, media outlets probably have been clickbaiting for hundreds of years. I don't know, maybe like in newspapers back in 1800s, maybe there was also clickbait. I'm not exactly sure how that would have been, but yeah, so it's starting in India, these new rules, and then they're going to slowly roll them out globally, which I'm all for it, man. I hate clickbait. I find it super annoying, and I hate that people get so famous off it and profit off it so much. But it has really been the meta for YouTube, though. Like if you don't have like such thumbnails, such titles, like you're not gonna get into the algorithm well, and you're just not gonna get any views, bro. Like clickbait has really become like an essential part of blowing up. But I hope that these rules actually like stay enforced, and that the clickbait really slows down, and that we just have a normal looking platform, and hopefully other platforms also copy this same agenda. Like, I mean, I don't really check any other platforms. I mean, I'm on Instagram sometimes. I don't know how people would clickbait on Instagram because there's not really like long form content on there. But maybe TikTok is clickbait. I'm not sure. I don't use anything else really in that way. But yeah, I thought it was pretty interesting. Also, if we're talking about YouTube, man, the clickbaits, I mean, not clickbaits, but the dislike button, I mean, it's still removed, bro. I remember this was a huge thing back in the day when YouTube removed the dislike button. I mean, it's probably already been 3 years at this point, man. And I really, I did really think that they were gonna change their mind on that. That they were gonna, eventually add it back. But yeah, I mean, it's been like 3 years. It's still gone, bro. And I still can't believe it. It's still such a bad decision. I hate that I still don't have any dislikes on videos. Of course, there is one and one extension for it that you can still see it, but it's not that good. It works pretty poorly, so I don't really use it. I don't really bother to. So I just wanted to mention that as well. Like, bro, the dislikes, they have to be added back, bro. Like, it's been so long. Actually, I still can't believe that they didn't backtrack on that. But hopefully they do stay consistent with these things as well. Then with the whole clickbait situation. And yeah, I'm interested to see how this will be enforced and how people will respond to it. And the next thing we'll talk about is also something within the YouTube sphere. The biggest influencer scam of all time, where not only the influencers got scammed, but also the customers themselves. I'm talking about Honey right here. So usually when someone promotes a scam, usually the person at loss is usually the person they're promoting it to. So let's say a YouTuber promotes some sort of scam. Usually the viewer is gonna get scammed, right? But in this situation, actually, the YouTuber got scammed as well. Okay, we're talking about Honey here. Honey is a free browser extension which scans coupons for you online. At least they claim that they do. So you can basically, whenever you're buying something, let's say you're buying some sort of clothes or something, or like I said, with my book that I bought, the $450 book, I actually installed Honey for that. Okay, I actually installed Honey, and I'm kind of mad now because they actually would have gotten like money from me. I'll explain it in a second how exactly that works. But actually, I installed Honey to see if there were any like online fucking coupons to maybe save a bit of money on that $450 purchase. But there weren't any, sadly, or maybe there were, but like I said, I'll get into that later. So yeah, you can basically just use that extension, and whenever you're at a checkout, like I was with the book, you can scan. You can use Honey to scan the entire internet for coupon codes that you could use for a discount, and they'll try to save you money. So that's basically the whole thing. Free money. Basically, you're gonna pay less if you use it. So what exactly is the problem here? This has been a huge sponsor for many, many videos, most notably Mr. Beast. Okay, Mr. Beast, back in his like early days, he used to promote Honey every single video. Every single one of his videos was just Honey, Honey, Honey. The free browser extension that helps you save money with coupon codes. He promoted it everywhere, bro. He hasn't promoted it in a couple of years now, but he was really like the Honey guy. Like everyone even knew that from him. Every time you watched one of his videos, you knew there would be a Honey sponsorship, bro. So that's that. But what exactly is the problem now? Well, apparently Honey has been secretly stealing money from both the consumers, so the viewers from the videos that use the fucking coupon codes, then they use the extension, and also from the YouTubers that promote them. Okay, and now how exactly does this work? Well, apparently, of course, whenever you have a sponsorship, okay, you have like a link that you can click in the description to use something, right? So whenever the YouTuber says like, okay, use my code or something for this much off, or use my link to install it, then whenever someone makes a purchase, they are using that link, then the YouTuber, of course, gets something back from that, a little, commission. I think the official word for that is. So they just get a bit of money from the sale because they're the one that promoted it to the customer, right? So let's say Mr. Beast is like, yo, you got to use Honey, and then I install Honey via him, and then I buy something somewhere. I think he's supposed to get a commission from that, like a couple percentage. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but it's around that basically that's sort of that kind of concept. It's kind of complicated with honey because this whole thing. Basically, what that link is called is officially it's called an affiliate link, and basically what honey does. Okay, this is very sneaky. It's like all done on the background. It's a very complicated subject, but whenever you use an affiliate link, so to buy something, so let's say I'm using MrBeast link to buy something on a store, and then using the honey extension, the affiliate link for MrBeast actually secretly disappears, and then the honey appears. So what this is all about is the last click is what matters to who gets that commission. Okay, so the tiny bit of money that someone gets back. So either the YouTuber or a different company or whoever, they get a bit of money because they gave you the link to the sale. They sold it to you. They get a bit of money back for it. What matters there on the internet usually is that the last click matters. So basically, whenever you click a link from a YouTuber, like I said, MrBeast, that's at that time that is the last click that you do when buying the product. So that MrBeast gets that a bit of money back. But with Honey will scan you a coupon code, and then whenever you click on that extension, that starts to count as the last click, and then MrBeast's last click, of course, it disappears, and then he doesn't get the money anymore, which is not how it's supposed to work. Of course, it's obviously a scam because they're just using Honey. They have a sponsorship. They're promoting Honey for them, and then they're stealing his affiliate stuff. And the stupid thing is, of course, Honey is trying to get you coupon codes, right, to save on money. But apparently, they have a lot of deals with different companies that they will only scan certain. Certain coupon codes. Okay, so you can basically, if you have a company and you're going to partner with Honey, they can make sure that they don't actually scan every coupon code on the internet, but they will only give you like 5% or 10%. And if you actually search for yourself, you could get like a 30%, for example. But Honey will not show you that. Okay, so basically, companies will have, like I said, like an arrangement with Honey. They're going to say, okay, of course, you can scan every code on the internet. Don't give the customers any more than 10%. Okay, so basically, if a customer was going to search themselves, they would have maybe found a 30% or something. But whenever they use Honey, the chances are that they're only going to get like 5%, which of course is not convenient at all. And this is very much false advertising because Honey always says, and even in all the sponsorships that the YouTubers do for them, they're like, okay, yeah, use Honey and then you're going to get, the biggest discounts. You're going to scan every code on the internet and give you the best price, which is just not true because they're partnered with these companies. These companies are paying Honey to make sure that the customers don't get that maximum amount of discount, but only a little bit. So that's kind of fucking crazy. And of course, that's just false advertising. And we lose money as consumers. Of course, whenever we buy something, if we were to just search ourselves, we could have found a better code to save us more money. So I used Honey for my purchase for that Apple book, and it didn't get me any code. Okay, but that's the thing though. Sometimes it says that there aren't any codes when there is. Okay, it's actually sometimes it's literally just false information. They will say like there's no codes available when actually there are plenty codes available. So maybe if I searched myself, I could have actually found a discount for that book, but I fucking didn't because I trusted Honey. I thought Honey was scanning everything on the internet. So I thought, okay, if Honey doesn't find anything, then there's probably nothing. Maybe I could have saved like $50 or something. That would have been very nice. But no. So fuck you, Honey. Yeah, fuck you for that. But the thing is, even if Honey doesn't find anything for you, they still get that last click. So they're still stealing the sale from a YouTuber or from anyone else, whatever. And they still get that commission. So even though you don't do anything, even if they don't find anything for you, they go literally just say on the top of the screen, like, Honey tried searching for a coupon code, but we couldn't find anything. And then you just literally press like OK on the thing. You can just like an OK button, and so that notification goes away. That counts as the last click. So even if they literally didn't do anything for you, it still counts as that last click, and then they get money from the sale. Like, it's ridiculous. So they're literally just stealing money from influencers that way, that promote Honey, and also they're stealing money from consumers that purchase things, because they just don't give the most efficient coupon. They usually give you 5% instead of the 20% that's maybe available. And like I said, they also just steal the sales, even if they don't do anything for you. So it's very sneaky. And now sometimes it does actually work. Sometimes it does actually give you quite a big discount. And how that exactly works, I'm not sure. But that's also, the investigation is still ongoing, all right? There's one YouTuber. I just fucking watched this video. I already forgot. I think it was like Mega something. Let me just see real quick.
Now,
Yeah, okay. My bad for the audio. Yeah, it's Mega Lag. Mega Lag is the user that made this influencer scam on YouTube, and it blew up. Okay, this 13 days ago. It was uploaded on December 22nd, and it already got 15 million views, over 15 million views. So he's doing an exposing video. Apparently, it's a 3-part series, but he still has not uploaded parts 2 and 3 yet. So I'm waiting on that. But he also mentioned at the end of that video, like, that there's even a darker side to this. And then he did a little teaser in there. Apparently, he was interviewing some of the people from various companies that work with Honey, and apparently, there's a lot more to it. Okay, so in this video, the first part of the exposing stuff, he mainly just talks about how Honey fucked over the influencers that promoted them by stealing those commissions, and also fucked over the customers that were trying to use coupon codes to save money. And that's basically, he explained most of that and how exactly how it worked. So I didn't really explain it that well, I don't think, because it's kind of hard to explain, because it's like you have to like go into the URL of the website to really see what exactly goes on. And I'm not that technical myself, but it's kind of difficult to explain. But like I said, the video is by Mega Lag, and it's called "Exposing the Honey Influencer Scam." So if you're really interested, you should probably watch that. So let me see. So like I said, at the end, he basically just teases like an interview. So I think in the second part, he's going to talk to various companies that have also worked with Honey, because apparently there's even a more darker side to all of this. So I'm really excited to see what exactly this all beholds, because it's a very interesting subject. And to think how big Honey is. I mean, Mr. Beast is like the biggest YouTuber in the world right now. He wasn't the biggest YouTuber when he was promoting Honey, but he was still like really big, and also like especially viewer wise. Because of course you still had PewDiePie, who obviously was at the top of YouTube for many years, but Mr. Beast was pulling way more views than him. Honestly, he was probably already one of the most viewed people, even when he wasn't that big. And he was still promoting Honey every single time at that time. So yeah, Honey, bro, crazy ass company. Like, this is like the biggest fucking scam ever, maybe in the entirety of the internet, especially for YouTube. It's definitely the biggest YouTube scam ever, but maybe the whole in the entire internet, because you don't know how much money we're talking about. Okay, I mean, like I said, thousands of different YouTubers have promoted Honey. Thousands of videos have made billions of views those videos have gotten. So there's been a lot of different scams here, man. Like, I'm very excited to see how exactly this exposing is gonna keep going, and what exactly is going to be the outcome of it. And there's also been YouTubers already that are going to start suing Honey. One of those YouTubers is Legal Eagle. That is the username. And a lot of people are joining that lawsuit now. A lot of YouTubers that were affected by this, because, like I said, it's not just that the viewers, that the consumers that were buying things got scammed. It's mainly the YouTubers that got scammed from all those affiliate links where Honey just stole their commissions. And there's like so much videos now from Marquise Brownlee, from Moist Critical, from a lot of other content creators that have supported Honey in the past. They're all talking about the scam and like their own experiences with it. And now they're all saying like, yeah, don't use it, bro. Like, don't use it. So it's kind of funny. They were all like, okay, guys, install Honey for this and that. And now they're all like, okay, guys, do not do it. Just don't do it. So yeah, it's a very interesting situation. And apparently, Honey is just a wild scam, right? And like I said, I even tried it myself, okay? Because I've been fed this information for years, that Honey will scan you the best coupons across the whole internet, and find the biggest discount for you. And like I said, I tried it myself with the book that I bought. It didn't do shit for me, okay? But it still got that commission probably, because I did press it, and it didn't say it said I didn't find anything, and they probably still got money from my sale now, and that's a pretty big amount of money, $450. So. Honey even scammed me, so fuck Honey. I instantly uninstalled it after that purchase because they didn't find anything. And I was like, well, fuck this shit then. I don't even need it for anything else. So, don't trust Honey, guys. Just don't do it. And yeah, like I said, you should probably watch that video just to explain it a bit better. Like I said, from Mega Lag. Great video. You can also indeed watch the video from Legal Eagle, who said he's suing Honey.
The largest.
Oh, my bad for that. So yeah, that's also a thing that's currently going on. Like I said, there's a whole team. There's a whole team of YouTubers that are teaming up now to fucking just sue. So hey, I'm excited to see how that's gonna play out. We're gonna have to see how exactly that's gonna go. And yeah, the Honey scam, man, pretty crazy. Anyways, next thing I want to talk about, man, AI generated profiles, okay, on Meta. And if you don't know what Meta is, it's basically like the new name for like Facebook. I mean, they never really implemented it, but it's like the company that owns Facebook and then Instagram as well, and I think WhatsApp as well. They're introducing AI generated profiles. Okay, so you literally have like a random ass guy that doesn't even exist, but still has like an account you can like actually chat to, and they'll reply to you. It's very weird, but it is becoming real, and they're already doing tests with this. So they're currently testing that whole thing and seeing how this actually is going to play out. But I think it's a very weird idea, especially because it's not even like one or two. Like on Snapchat, you have your own AI bot, which is like, okay, it's kind of funny, you control sometimes, but they're really making like different bots that have like really like human-like experiences, like different personalities, different sort of lives. You know, an old grandpa versus a young lady, and they're really like really making it specific. Like, you know, the grandpa that used to work in you know, like in like tech, and now he's retired or something. You can like ask him questions about like specific stuff, and he'll probably like respond in a different matter than a different AI bot would. So they're really creating like personalities for these people. And like I said, there's not just one or two; it's like a lot of them. Like on Snapchat, you only have like one AI bot, which is just kind of funny. But they're actually making like a big list of them. I'm not exactly sure how much we're talking about, but yeah, there's a lot of those AI accounts are going to be implemented, and they're also going to be interacting with posts as well. So I really don't know why or how exactly it's going to work. But like I said, they are testing it now, so it's just all very weird. And what's actually kind of crazy is this is actually a theory. This is called the dead internet theory. And it's an online conspiracy theory that asserts, due to a coordinated and international effort, that the internet that consists of mainly bot activity and automatically generated content manipulated by algorithmic curation to control the population and minimize organic human activity. So that's actually a theory. It was a conspiracy theory, and now it's actually becoming a reality. I mean, you had one of these accounts here. It's now already deleted. There were a few accounts that were spotted that were AI. And they just have posts. The 36 posts this one had, and it's just literally just a lady. But it does say on the profile AI managed by Meta, so it does have like that kind of tag on it, or Meta, I should say. I don't know why I said it like that, but he also had like I said, hello Grandpa Brian. It was one of the accounts. AI managed by Meta. Everybody's grandpa, retired textile businessman who's always learning. Message me to talk about anything. Available in the US. And it actually just has posts, okay? It seriously just has posts. I don't know how. I mean, of course, I know how. They just AI generated, and then they posted, but I don't know how. Like, I don't know why. Like, why would they do this, bro? Like, it's a very weird thing, and Zuckerberg apparently is very excited about all of this. For some reason, like, I really don't know. I think this is just gonna flop the same like the metaverse. If anyone remembers that, that's really dead now. But yeah, it's a very strange course of events either way. I don't really care about it that much. I just think it's weird, and I wonder how it will influence certain things because I'm gonna talk to them if I can. I mean, it says it's only available in the U.S. currently, and this guy also had like I mean, I'm saying this guy, but I'm talking about the AI, of course. It's not even a real guy. But this account, this robot, already got removed as well. So these accounts, they were temporary. They're already gone. If you try to search them, see, hello, Grandpa Brian. I'm going to search it right now. It doesn't exist anymore. Let me see. Yeah, no, page isn't available. So it's already removed now. It was just purely testing, but they are really planning to roll this stuff out. And why? That's a great question. I'm not sure. They apparently they took him down in less than 2 hours. Okay, they actually found a post here of one of the accounts, but I don't know. if they actually manipulated this whole thing, because it says that this post is 52 weeks old, right? It says a post on January 14, 2024. I mean, not January 4th, 2024. So I don't know if this post, they just said it that way, or that they have already been testing this for a whole year. I don't know, but let's see. So this is just a picture of a bunch of clothes in boxes. I'm not sure if this is AI generated or not. I mean, the clothes look kind of odd. So this might just be an AI generated picture. And this is the account. The account was called Hima Maliv. And it says, kicking off the new year in service of our community. Leading this season's code drive was an honor, especially because they provided my little ones a tangible example for helping others. Hashtag imagine with AI. So they're literally just creating fake stories and fake pictures. Like, bro, this is an AI robot. What do you mean kicking off New Year in service of our community? You're posting a picture of coats in boxes. Apparently this season's code drive. I don't know what a code drive is, but bro, like none of this happened. Those aren't real clothes. That's not a real photo. You aren't a real person. And all of this is completely made up AI nonsense. That's what one of the comments said. Of course, now everything is deleted, like I said. But this post is from January 4th, 2024. Okay, so already exactly a year ago as I'm recording this. So apparently, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if they set that post back, like manually, or if they've already been testing this for over a year. If they've already been testing this for over a year, that's kind of weird. But yeah, they just make fake posts and fake captions. Isn't that fucking strange? I actually didn't even know that. Oh yeah, there's actually more now. Even a picture of ice skating. On February 29th, 2024. There's literally like a whole hall, an ice skating hall, with people. Ice skating with my mini squad is a blast. They're still learning, so it's more like ice stumbling, but we're all about embracing the laughs and falls. My daughter's determined to master her pirouettes. Oh yeah, pirouettes, of course. I forgot what I even remember. I haven't skated in so long, or ice skated, I mean. So this is goofy, bro. It's fake. It's AI generated content, AI generated pictures of her kids, and like none of this is real. This is fucking weird. So yeah, that's funny. I actually didn't even know that they were making posts like that and whole stories, but yeah, it's weird, bro. They do not exist, but they try to act like they're real. I don't know what their plan is for this stuff, but you can indeed message them. So that's gonna be funny, I guess. But I don't know why we like I said with Snapchat, one is enough. Okay, one AI bot on an app is enough. Even Discord had like Clyde, which I'm pretty sure is now not a thing anymore. But we don't need like 20 or however many. I don't know however many they're gonna make. I think it's gonna be like a lot of different profiles. We don't need that much. Okay, are we really gonna start following AI and keep up with their non-imaginary life? It's literally fake. It's all fake. So I don't know, man. It's very strange. Anyways, man, next thing I want to talk about is actually Minecraft 2, okay? Apparently, Notch, the creator of Minecraft, has like kind of announced Minecraft 2, which I don't know if that's actually going to be the title for it. Of course, Minecraft is one of the biggest games ever and still relevant to this day. And one of the creator, basically, Notch, he sold it a while ago, so I don't even think it's legal for him to name a new game Minecraft 2. I think with the trademark, that's not even possible, but he basically is just announcing he's going to make a new game, of course. There's no name for it yet. I guess the placeholder is just Minecraft 2 now. What it's going to be like, I don't know. It's probably going to be a bit similar, but apparently it's going to be some sort of spiritual successor to Minecraft. So that is kind of exciting news, I guess. I mean, it's not that big of a... Not a big story or anything. He just put out one tweet, like literally like today or yesterday. So I mean, hey, I'm gonna be excited to see what's all about. If it looks cool, I might play it. So I also just want to mention that real quick. Last thing I really want to talk about now, man, is some shows, because Squid Game 2 actually dropped. I haven't watched it yet. Okay, so I wanted to watch it actually to talk about it in this episode, but I just didn't get around to it. So I kind of want to talk about just shows in general, First of all, Squid Game. I'm pretty excited to watch it. I like season 1 a lot. I don't know how exactly they were going to continue with because I mean it was very weird. And I did see a little bit of like the trailer and also some things online, but not really spoilers or anything. But I do know that same guy is also going to be in the games again. The one that won last time. So I don't even know how he got back in. I mean, we're all going to have to see it. Of course, most people already have, but I'm going to have to see for myself how exactly that plays out. But I did like season 1 a lot. So that was, a very cool show. Hopefully season 2 is as good. I haven't really watched any reviews or anything yet, but I think most reception has been pretty positive, at least from what I've heard myself. Um, Aside from that, another Squid Game related thing. I actually made a video about Squid Game 3 years ago. Okay, on February, I think, yeah, January 14th, or no, January 15th, 2022. I made a video where I tried to replicate Squid Game in Assassin, Roblox Assassin. That's a game that I play. I mean, most of you already know that, but in case anyone doesn't, just stumbles upon this podcast randomly and doesn't know what Assassin is. I made a video in Assassin where I replicated Squid Game. We did like red light, green light, and some other stuff. And I made that in 2022, okay, January 15th, 2022, because at that time, Squid Game was huge, right? It was super hype. Like everyone was talking about it, everyone was doing similar things. Even Mr. Beast had that Squid Game in real life video, so I just wanted to do something like that as well. So I did my version in Assassin, but honestly, by that point, the hype already died down a little bit. And then honestly, I waited like another month or something, and I was pretty lazy with editing it. I was really lazy with it, so I didn't actually really edit it yet. But like, I just felt like I just spent too long on it, and that the hype had died down. So I just put it to rest. I was like, okay, when season 2 drops, I'm gonna release it. So now we're almost 3 years later. Okay, like almost exactly. I dropped it on January 1st because I thought it was a nice day to drop it on. So if I dropped it 2 weeks later on the 15th, it would have been exactly 3 years since I recorded it. So I spent a total of 1,082 days on releasing that video since the day it was recorded. So that's kind of just crazy, man. And a lot of people had forgotten about it, that we did that, because there were a couple of participants. Like there was over like 20 people involved in the video. So it was huge and it was very fun. But yeah, I mean, editing it was kind of a headache, man. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me nowadays. I'm just not good at editing anymore. Not like good. I mean, I was never a good editor. Like, I never did any insane edits, but I'm just struggling with it, man. Like, it takes time, and I'm honestly just feeling lazy and just tired. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I just can't do it anymore. I'm gonna try to lock in and make some more videos in 2024, though. I did really do almost nothing in 2024, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that real quick because I thought it was funny that it took me 3 years to release that, basically, and now it's finally out though. So, that's cool. Other series on the hand, other series, other shows. I mean, I don't know what people usually say. In the Netherlands, we also always say series, but I know some people like to call them shows. I think both terms are correct, but some other series I've been watching recently, man, The Sopranos. I don't know if I talked about it before in the podcast, but yeah, I've been watching The Sopranos for a couple months now. We always watch it together with the family, so I can't just binge watch it because we always do like one episode a day. Sometimes we do it like every other day, but I actually finished all the 6 seasons of that like a couple weeks ago. It was absolute cinema, bro. I mean, that ending, if you haven't watched it yet, I'm gonna give you spoilers, bro. But that ending was honestly the best ending I've seen of any show ever. Actually, I'm not even gonna give spoilers because I don't really want to get into the details of it. But yeah, it was absolute cinema, bro. The ending is crazy. So if you haven't watched Sopranos yet, you really should. It's 6 seasons of just pure fire, bro. I mean, it's not my favorite show ever. I definitely prefer Breaking Bad over it. As well, it's probably Better Call Saul. Honestly, I'm not that much of a show watcher or movies either. I haven't really watched that much stuff in my life. I know some people watch a lot of stuff. God, there's hella fireworks right now, bro. I don't know if you probably can't hear that, but it's just non-fucking stop. Jeez, it's January 4th, bro. People still doing fireworks. What the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah. I definitely prefer Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul over The Sopranos. But like I say, I don't really watch that much stuff, so I don't really have a lot to compare to. But yeah, it was definitely slightly below that. I feel like the highs are maybe higher than some of those other shows that I just mentioned, but it's just an overall product. I do prefer Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. But The Sopranos was really good, and the ending is definitely the best ending I've ever seen, bro. It was absolute peak. But like I said, I definitely prefer Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. But I will say that Tony Soprano, which is like the main character, is definitely my favorite character in any show ever. Okay, so I prefer him over Walter White. I just don't prefer the whole show over Breaking Bad. And the same goes for Better Call Saul, etc. So that's just my stance on things in that area. So great fucking show, man, or series, whatever. Great fucking show. The Sopranos, definitely recommended. Super funny as well. And one other thing I've been watching recently is I think it's called The Rings of Power. I'm pretty sure it's like it's pretty like a prequel to Lord of the Rings, but then like it's like a series. It's on season 2 right now, so we just started watching season 2 together, me and my parents. My my sister didn't feel like watching it, so that's her loss, I guess, because it's really good. I'm on like the 4th episode now. I'm about to watch like the 5th. I also won't really get into spoilers, but I really like the story. So yeah, once again, I think it was called Rings of Power. Actually, I'm just gonna double check the name. I was pretty sure. Yeah, The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. It dropped in 2022. Wow. I remember watching the first season, but I didn't remember when. Oh yeah, it was at the end of 2022 though. So yeah, it was about 2.5 years ago almost. Yeah, it was really good stuff. Really great story as well, of course. I mean, it's Lord of the Rings, man. I really like those movies as well, Lord of the Rings movies. I haven't watched them in so long though. I really should revisit them at some point. Maybe I'll just ask my parents like, okay, after we watch the season 2, maybe we should watch like, the rest of Lord of the Rings again, so I really remember. Because right now, pretty much it's a prequel, so of course it's going into all the deep lore, before the actual Lord of the Rings films. But I kind of don't even remember what happens in the actual films. I mean, I know like I remember a little bit of it, but yeah, it's still cool to watch though, and of course a lot of iconic characters as well in there. There's one wizard that randomly falls out the sky, and I think it's Gandalf. I mean, we're not even sure. I mean, that happened in season 1. Like one of the first episodes, there's just suddenly like a comet coming out of the sky, and it just drops, and there's like just this wizard in there that doesn't even speak English or anything. But then eventually he learns everything, and like he can talk again. But it's kind of unclear who that was exactly. But I think it's Gandalf. Okay, it's becoming more clear now in season 2. So I'm pretty sure that is Gandalf, and it's pretty cool to see his whole story because. Where exactly he comes from, it's uncertain, but like he literally just falls out of the sky from like a comet in season 1. And it's just like, who the fuck is this guy? Is this Gandalf? What kind of wizard is this? But it does seem that it's gonna be Gandalf. So I'm excited to keep watching that as well, man. So yeah, this is my current situation with shows. Then yeah, like I said, The Sopranos, Fire, recently finished that, and now Rings of Power, great stuff as well. And yeah, that's all I really want to talk about in this episode, honestly. I've just been living life. 2025, like I said, it just started, so we're going to have to see what the new year holds. I'm going to try to upload more, bro. I might even get back into streaming as well. I'm kind of lazy, but I'm gonna try, bro. Like, honestly, I'm not proud with my content in 2024. I mean, I did some pretty good stuff, but not enough. I just not enough, bro. I barely made any videos, but the ones I did make were pretty good. Of course, I did drop that Assassin documentary as well, which was that's my best video ever, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna try to upload more, man. I also got a Q&A coming soon. I do a Q&A every year. I usually drop those videos on January 1st, but I kind of did the Squid Game video now. I was supposed to make the Q&A video yesterday, but I forgot about it. So I'm just gonna upload this podcast now today, and then probably tomorrow upload that Q&A video and do that, and then I'll see where I take it from there. Like I said, I'm gonna try to upload more. Hopefully I can stick to that. I'm gonna try my best and maybe continue streaming again, which I've been really not doing much. I probably streamed only like 10 to 15 times maybe this entire fucking year, which is really not a lot. But yeah, that's all I want to talk about in this episode, man. I'll be there again the first Saturday of next month, which is the 1st actually, February 1st. So yeah, hopefully you have a good rest of your day, good rest of your year, and I'll see you then.